Morgan Wallen's ups and downs, from The Voice and Shattering records to racial controversy and felony charges, after the country superstar was arrested in Nashville in April 2023. People breaks down the most notable moments in his career after the I Thought You Should Know singer got his start on The Voice and released his hit song Whiskey Glasses. He's moved his way up to becoming one of the biggest names in country music. Though he's found much success, the Neon Star performer has been met with roadblocks along the way. Between his arrest for public intoxication in Nashville to facing backlash for using a racial slur, the country singer has had to own up to mistakes under the public eye. "I let so many people down," Wallen, 30, said in a February 2021 apology video after a video surfaced of his using a racial slur. "I let my parents down and they're the furthest thing from the person in that video. I let my son down and I'm not okay with that. And one thing I've learned already and is specifically sorry for is that it matters my words matter," he added. "A word can truly hurt a person, and in my core, it's not what I'm okay with." Here's a deep dive on his ups and downs throughout his career. It all started on The Voice. Wallen got his start on The Voice in 2014, where he formed part of Adam Levine's team after being stolen from Team Usher. Although he didn't win and was eliminated in the playoffs, he started to gain recognition thanks to that moment, and he was glad he didn't win. "I didn't even know what The Voice was," Wallen told People in 2019 when he was selected as a ones to watch. "That whole experience kind of kick-started me a little bit. It was a big first step. I guess that's the first time in my life where I realized that maybe I actually have a shot at this," he added before saying, "I'm thankful that I didn't win because it gave me a chance to take a couple years after that show and really figure out who I was as an artist and get the right team around me. When I got there, I had no clue what I was doing." A big feature to kick it off in 2017, 3 years after The Voice, the singer enlisted the Boys of Florida Georgia line on his first major hit single, Up Down. 5 years ago, I never would have thought that I would have them on my song, Wallen told People then. "It's really kind of crazy how it all unfolded, and I can't wait to get it out for the rest of the world to see." Wallen had gone on tour with FGL, stopping at select locations with the duo. The song catapulted Wallen's career and was the second single off his 2018 album, If I Know Me. Whiskey Glasses changes his life with a now 9-time platinum certification. His 2018 single, Whiskey Glasses, cemented Wallen in country music. Ahead of the 2020 ACMs, the singer told People the track was his breakthrough. Before that, it kind of felt like we were on the cusp of breaking out and still trying to establish ourselves, Wallen said at the time. "When that song came around and had the success it did, I feel like it really sent us in a huge right direction to be cemented in this format. With the shows, it's been insane to see how people react to that song and how it doesn't seem to ever get old," he added. "It's changed me and my band's whole life, for sure." Arrested in Nashville, problems with Wallen began when he was arrested on public intoxication and disorderly conduct charges in May 2020. "I went out downtown last night with a few old friends. After a couple bar stops, we were horse playing with each other," the singer-songwriter clarified on Twitter the following day. "We didn't mean any harm, and we want to say sorry to any bar staff or anyone that was affected." The charges were eventually dropped. Morgan Wallen has experienced one of the most tumultuous careers in modern country music. From his humble beginnings on reality TV to becoming one of the biggest names in the genre, Wallen's journey has been punctuated by both unprecedented success and shocking controversies. His rise to fame, marked by chart-topping hits and sold-out tours, has often been overshadowed by his personal struggles, public scandals, and legal battles. This complex trajectory has raised important questions about fame, accountability, and redemption in the music industry. The humble beginnings. The Voice. Morgan Wallen's musical career began on a stage far removed from country bars and stadium tours. In 2014, the Tennessee native auditioned for the hit reality show The Voice. Wallen, then 20 years old, had no idea this would be the springboard for his eventual superstardom. Performing Collide by Howie Day during his audition, he quickly caught the attention of judges Usher and Adam Levine, choosing Levine as his coach. Though Wallen didn't win the competition, he showcased his unique voice and undeniable talent, gaining valuable exposure that would propel his future career. His time on The Voice was relatively short-lived, and he was eliminated in the playoffs. However, this setback proved to be a blessing in disguise. The country music industry took note of his potential, and soon after the show, Wallen signed a deal with Big Loud Records in 2016, launching his recording career. Skyrocketing success and breaking records once signed to Big Loud, Morgan Wallen's career quickly gained momentum. His debut album, If I Know Me, was released in 2018 and featured his first major hit, Up Down, a collaboration with Florida Georgia Line. The song's success on the country charts proved that Wallen had staying power in the industry. His following singles, such as Whiskey Glasses, became massive hits, with Whiskey Glasses reaching no one on the Billboard Country Airplay chart and staying there for weeks. It was Wallen's second album, Dangerous, the double album 2021, that catapulted him into the stratosphere. Released at the height of the pandemic, Dangerous broke numerous records. It spent 10 consecutive weeks at no one on the Billboard 200, making it the first country album to achieve such a feat in modern times. The album's massive commercial success, with hits like Wasted on You and Sand in My Boots, signaled that Wallen was not only a country music star, but also a mainstream sensation. The crossover appeal of his music helped bring country music to younger and more diverse audiences, cementing his place as one of the biggest artists of his generation. Personal struggles and controversies. Despite his meteoric rise, Wallen's personal life began to unravel in the public eye. His penchant for partying and alcohol-fueled behavior became increasingly apparent, leading to several high-profile incidents. In May 2020, Wallen was arrested outside of Kid Rock's bar in Nashville for public intoxication and disorderly conduct. Though the charges were later dropped, the incident raised eyebrows and brought unwanted attention to his behavior. Months later, Wallen found himself at the center of yet another scandal. Scheduled to perform on Saturday Night Live in October 2020, Wallen was pulled from the show after videos surfaced of him partying maskless in Alabama during the COVID-19 pandemic. The backlash was swift, with many criticizing him for ignoring safety protocols while the nation was grappling with the virus. Wallen took to social media to apologize, calling his actions short-sighted and immature. The racial slur controversy, the most significant controversy of Wallen's career, erupted in February 2021, when a video surfaced of him using a racial slur. The footage, obtained by TMZ, showed Wallen outside his Nashville home using the N-word casually while talking to friends. The fallout was immediate and severe. Wallen was dropped by his record label, suspended from his booking agency, and removed from major radio stations and streaming platforms. The Academy of Country Music also disqualified him from their upcoming awards ceremony, effectively ostracizing him from the industry. Despite the controversy, or perhaps because of it, Wallen's album sales surged. Dangerous, the double album, continued to dominate the charts, and many of his fans rallied behind him, accusing the media and industry insiders of trying to cancel him. Wallen issued a public apology, stating that he was embarrassed and sorry for using the slur and acknowledging the pain it caused. He also pledged to work on himself, entering a rehabilitation program and meeting with black leaders to educate himself on the harm of his words. Legal troubles and redemption. In the wake of the racial slur incident, Wallen faced further legal scrutiny. In late 2021, he was involved in a lawsuit filed by his ex-girlfriend, KT Smith, over a contentious custody battle for their son, Indigo. Though the legal case didn't garner as much attention as his previous controversies, it painted a picture of a star whose personal life was in turmoil. Wallen's efforts at redemption, however, have not gone unnoticed. He took a step back from the spotlight for several months, canceling tour dates and focusing on his personal growth.